Welcome to episode 2 of our low score challenge featuring Castle of Illusion. So the question again we ask, what's the lowest score possible to beat Castle of Illusion? Let's find out. Things to consider in this run. Making sure our power level is 1 after defeating the bosses, since having more than 1 health would be more points. Using all our items before grabbing the gem. Every item we have adds points too. And the usual rule, no defeating enemies. Collecting items beside diamonds don't add points. And the same with health, unless you are maxed out. So after 5, if you grab another star, you will gain points. So in 1-2, when swinging on a vine, if you collide with an enemy, you collect points. So we have to take care and dodge the butterfly leaves. One 1-3 and 1-4 are pretty straightforward. There's no major things we need to worry about. Just make sure we're not killing any enemies and just move straight on forward and head towards the boss. Once the old oak tree is defeated, make sure you have used all your items and brought your health to 1 before grabbing the gem. And the forest is complete. We also get 10,000 points for defeating the oak tree that can't be skipped. So on the point screen, we can't avoid the clear bonus. But the only thing we can control is the technical and secret bonuses. Technical bonus is how much health we have left after the boss, and the secret bonus is how many items we have left after the boss. So we should always have 1,000 technical points and 0 secret points. So the start of Toyland, this stage we call the climb. It's a vertical level that we climb to the top to grab a key, and then we come back down to the end for the exit. Once grabbing the key, the stairs will turn into a big slide and there are diamonds everywhere, so we must avoid the diamonds at all costs to get back down to the bottom and to the exit. Again, 2-2 and 2-3, there are no threats, just run through the level and make it to the boss. Now all the items that I've collected, I will get rid of them now before entering the boss room. Just makes it easier so I don't forget to use them before I grab the gem. So make sure we don't get any more points. Now Toyland's boss Boppo has 2 patterns. He can either jump twice or he can jump 3 times before trying to hit us. It's totally random. Once defeated, another 10,000 points will be awarded. Just make sure we have 1 health at the end of the fight to gain no extra points. When it comes to Dark Forest, there's one stage that haunts us all, the river. The water either comes in at a fast pace or a slow one. When it comes to points, it's really no threat at all. Moving on to the boss, the guppies. So coming to this fight, I have some items that I'll have to get rid of before I grab the gem. Also, we're going to need to take at least 3 points of damage to bring our health down to 1. As long as I get rid of my items before I grab the gem, and as long as I have 1 health before I grab the gem, before I defeat the boss, we should be fine. Also, this is the only boss we don't get 10,000 points by defeating it, because technically we don't defeat him, he just runs away. Milky River is one of the easiest stages in the game, besides 4-3. So on 4-3, we're going to have to bait some enemies to come out early, and then come and wait over on this ledge, jump over the enemies, and then take a ride on the cords of the light. If we're swinging on the cord and we touch an enemy, they die. Then we short jump here to miss this airplane so we don't kill it. Then we're going to damage boost up and continue on to the rest of the bookworms. So while I'm waiting here, I'll explain the next little section. There's a bookworm that's covering up a ledge that we need to jump on. So I have 2 health. Technically, I can take 1 point of damage before the next one I'm dead. So I can jump up, take damage, and then jump over another bookworm. Funny enough for me, I jumped right on the edge, pixel perfect, and missed it. That wasn't the strat that I intended to come up with. The strat was to wait for the glowworm up top to come to the edge. I take damage on the lower one and then go through the second one. But it worked out. And from here I'll use my items, get rid of them all, and then we're on to the Licorice Dragon boss. This is my favourite boss in the game. Done quickly, it looks absolutely marvellous. I didn't get the real quick strat, but you can see how early you can hit him. He has the same pattern every time. As long as you take your points of damage, get down to 1, grab the diamond, you should be set. So when it comes to difficulty, I must admit, the castle is the hardest of them all. Falling blocks, knights throwing projectiles, bats and bubbles. This is the only stage in the entire game where you kill an enemy. Well, I didn't need to kill the bat, but it works out the same if I don't, and it's more consistent that I get 500 points at the end, with or without killing it. It's just more consistent if you do kill it. So at the skull bridge, there's a bat. If you don't kill it, it flies back and hangs from the roof. Once you cross a certain spot on the floor, the game says that's the end, and it kills everything on screen. Here are a few examples. This here is the only way I found to collect the least amount of points. 200 for the bat, and 300 for crossing the exit sign. If you just damage through, you end up with 500 too. Sometimes. If the other bat is near the screen, it will be 700, so either way, you're getting 500 points minimum. So we have one underwater maze that's pretty simple, up and down, nothing to worry about, and then we're on to the clock tower. Clock tower is by far the hardest of them all. Flying bats everywhere. Just get to the top and meet Oaf, the clock tower boss. And this is Oath, the clock tower boss. See here, we do 2 damage boosts to get our health down to 1. That'll allow us to give 5 hits at the start. So he'll only jump once, we'll walk under, hit him another 3 more times, and he's gone. After he's defeated, it's time to go meet MrDoublePlays and save Minnie. So MrDoublePlays takes 5 hits. It doesn't matter with our damage to bring it down. We are going to get some points after she's defeated. So health doesn't matter here. There's no point screen afterwards. We'll just collect our points as she's defeated, and that'll be it. So MrDoublePlays is now defeated, and the question can be answered. What's the lowest score possible to beat Castle of Illusion? Well, 145,500 points. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.